So today I have students from FAU University at Langan. I have Arun, Anuj, and Pranav. So guys, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Anuj Nikam. I am from Maharashtra, Nasik, and currently I'm studying Masters in Electromobility in FAU.
Hello guys, my name is Pranav and I come from a city called Tumkur near Bangalore, and I'm also doing my masters in electromobility.
Hey guys, I'm Arun. I'm from Cochin, Kerala, and I'm a second semester student here doing my masters in electromobility.
Can you tell about your background, like what you did in your bachelor's in India, and also how did you thought about this university FAU?
I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering from India itself, and then I did 2 years of work experience I have in the core field itself. And I've always been passionate about automobiles and cars, so this was a perfect fit for me as it was a future-proof course and it fit all my criterias for masters.
Okay. And did I get how much your bachelor percentage?
8.6 CGPA.
So I did my bachelor's in Manipal Institute of Technology in Manipal itself, and I did my bachelor's in mechatronics. And by the end, I started developing interests in electric motors, electric vehicles, and stuff like that. So that's how I developed the interest for this course. And I already made up my mind that I wanted to do masters in my second year of engineering. So I had to choose between either Germany or USA, just like many of us. And then I was like, what better country to do masters in the automotive field rather than Germany? So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead with Germany. And so I'm right here.
I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering with a specialization in automotive engineering from Delhi Technological University, DTU. And my story is similar as Pranav. By the end of my second year, I knew that I wanted to do my master's. Didn't really want to do a job as soon as I graduate. So my options were either Europe or America. And as I saw, like there's no better university or there's no better country for mechanical engineering than Germany.
Okay.
So it was a no-brainer.
So my question to you: why this university FAU? Because were there any other university for electromobility in Germany?
Electromobility, I'm not really sure. When I was doing my research for my master's,
Mhm.
no. But
Okay.
I mostly wanted to go into either robotics or automotive engineering. And I got acceptance from 4 different universities. It was FAU, TUM, TU München, TU Dortmund, and RWTH Aachen.
Okay.
And when it came to Aachen and TU Munich, they recently introduced tuition fees for international students. And to be honest, the tuition fees for TU Munich was just way
Yeah,
over the roof.
1500 plus, right?
I think it was 6,700 per semester.
Oh my God, that's too
Yeah.
much. It's better.
Yeah, and also FAUs in Bavaria. Bavaria has a lot of industrial capability. It has a lot of companies, and it has a lot of job opportunities and work experience opportunities. So yeah, and FAU is like the second biggest university in Bavaria after TUM. So yeah, that made my decision for me.
Okay. And Pranav, what about like you also chose FAU, but did you got any admission to any other university?
Yeah, even I got four acceptances. It was from TH Deggendorf, one from two somewhere in the north. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I came like last year. And then actually, I had first gotten an admit from Deggendorf, and then I had come to Deggendorf. Like, I mean, I couldn't come because of the visa problems, but then I also got the admit for FAU the subsequent semester, so I came to FAU directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Anuj,
Yeah.
what about like you research, right, while coming to
Right.
this university? You said there were two universities for the electromobility.
Yeah, FAU was one of them, and one was in the north. There was some OGMU something, I guess, in
Okay.
Magdeburg.
Okay.
But the thing was, those universities were focusing more on management than the technical
Okay.
stuff, and this was purely technical and research based.
Mhm.
And FAU is in the top three in Germany for research basis universities.
Are there companies here for the automobiles, because
Yeah,
you are into electromobility,
right.
right? So there should be companies right now.
Yeah, exactly. Bavaria has Mercedes,
Mhm.
Porsche, and BMW headquarters over here, and that was like my main motive because those are my dream companies, and
Okay.
actually they are dream companies for most of the
Everybody.
student in India. So yeah,
Okay. So this is your reason to come to
right,
FAU.
right.
But can you tell me about the course? So I think we haven't told like he just came this year, like it's just
2 months,
3 months only,
right.
and he's in the second semester, and Arun is in the other way.
Third
I'm in the
semester,
second
first, second.
semester. Sorry. So yeah, my mistake. So he's in the first semester, and he's the third semester, and he's the second semester. Arun, and so can you share your experience? What about the course? Like what you studied till now, and maybe you can tell about the first semester, second, and the third.
Actually, it isn't divided into semesters,
Okay.
especially in German universities.
Right.
It's you don't have a fixed syllabus.
Okay.
So there are fixed, for example, in our course, we have 4 different modules. It's called ACES. A is AI and autonomous driving, C is connectivity, E is e-powertrain, and S is sustainable tech production and related to that sustainable production. And so you have to choose 2 of these 4 modules, and I have chosen A, which is AI and autonomous driving, and E is e-powertrain. So in that we have a lot of different subjects, I would say. A consists mainly of informatics, computer science, all those subjects, which includes the recent AI stuff and everything. And e-powertrain is more towards electronics, power electronics, electric drives, motors, and stuff like that. And so basically, the student has to choose subjects which corresponds to a certain number of ECTS that you have to finish
Okay.
by the end of the semester, masters.
Anuj, in your case, like as you told Pranav that you have to decide the modules ACES. So you decided in advance this thing, or you came here and then you decided this thing.
So I'm still deciding. It's
Okay.
not like you have to decide it on the like before coming here.
Okay.
So but mostly I'll be choosing electric E and S, very sustainable.
Sustainable.
So because that is what I think is
Yeah,
the
current
future.
market
Right.
like Germany is going into sustainability right now, and also E is the electromobility is like the future right now. Everything is in electro. Think about the future, guys. And Arun, when about in this course module, do you have any internships or any opportunity to work in the industry while you are studying?
Yeah, there is a mandatory internship requirement for
Hmm.
8 weeks. If you have previous work experience in Germany or even in India, you can waiver that internship criteria. But I would suggest don't do that. You need to get some work
Experience, yeah.
experience in Germany. That's quite important. There's also like a mandatory lab course that you're supposed to take. You can choose which lab. There are like, I don't know, 20 different lab options here for our course at least. So you have lots to choose from. But yeah, we have a mandatory lab and internship criteria.
You are the most experienced one, so you can tell how is the stress here about the studies. Like, are you too stressed? Can you find work opportunities while you are studying, or you just focus right now on just getting some opportunity?
Actually, the first 2 semesters, I was in my head, I was like, I need to get an opportunity, especially in the technical field, and I was applying right and left to all the companies around Erlangen, Nuremberg region, and it was pretty difficult. So I had gotten a lot of rejections and everything. But then after that, I mean, I had to show financial proof for my second year of stay. So I picked up a part-time job. I'm right now currently working at a part-time job, and that, I mean, I think you can manage uh, studies and part-time job if you work for around 15 hours per week or something. And by the way, the a student in Germany can work up to 20 hours per week in a semester, but I'm working only 15 hours, and I think it's pretty manageable. So I only work during the weekends, and it was okay. But right now, the situation to even look for a part-time job here, I've heard from my friends, it's kind of difficult, I would say. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's like better right now focus on studies than looking for part-time
exactly.
job.
Yeah, exactly.
But the getting opportunity in the company, like as he said, that the Pflicht practicum is the must thing, right? You have to
Yes,
do
you
it.
have to do it.
So in that case, this is in between the second and the third semester, or is it?
So actually, you can plan your internship whenever you want.
Mhm.
You just have to finish within 6 semesters, I guess. I mean, you can also even extend beyond that, but you have to plan your own studies over here. Sometimes when you first arrive, it's going to be very confusing and difficult, but you can also do your internship in your first semester, second semester, whenever you want. But right now, what most of us, we are planning to do is we just finish our lectures first with whatever credits that we can get from the lectures and labs, and then we look forward to the project thesis and internships so
Mhm.
that it'll be much easier.
But do you also have the opportunity for doing master thesis in the industry, or do you have to do it under the professor?
No, you can do it in the industry as well. There are a lot of job positions available, maybe in Siemens, Schaeffler, and Fraunhofer, maybe, and yeah, you can do it either in the industry or in the university itself under a lecturer or say something like that. Yeah.
And last thing, how much is the semester fee in this university?
I guess it was 78, 78, 72 euros
72 euros.
72 euros.
per semester.
When I
Per
came, it was 68 euros.
Okay.
I paid 68 euros for my first semester, and the subsequent next 2 semesters, it's 72 euros.
Oh my God, that's quite good decision you made to come. You decided to come to Germany. That's a good thing. I was paying around 280 euros.
Per
And that was,
semester.
yes.
But that included the Deutschland ticket as well, semester
In,
ticket, I guess.
in my time, there was no Deutschland
Okay.
ticket, but we have this semester card.
Okay,
And with
that
this,
region you could
yeah,
travel. Yeah.
with that,
okay.
we can travel within the region. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this semester fee is excluding the Deutschland ticket.
Yes.
Okay.
It's only for it's called a student service fee. It goes to the.
Exam. This is the basically immatriculation thing. Like you are
Exactly.
registered to the university, and that's the only fee
Yeah,
you
that's
pay.
it.
And for the transportation, you buy the Deutschland ticket.
Yes.
Do you get any discount?
Yeah, we get a student discount of we get it for 38 euros.
Okay.
The actual price is 58 euros, so
Mhm.
20 euros you get discount
Okay.
for
Okay.
students.
Okay. Regarding the application process of this university, like did you give any special exam, or was it just a normal process like for every other university? How was it?
At least for in my case, when I was applying to the university, they recommended that I send my GATE and GRE scores. So I actually sent both of my scores. But I've heard from seniors that they didn't necessarily have to do it. But yeah, other than that, there weren't any exams from the university's behalf. It was just you could send your scorecards if you want, and your resume and a cover letter, and that's it. That's about it.
Well, you were not having any experience, right? You directly applied.
Yeah,
Directly.
I directly applied. So I finished my bachelor's in the summer of 2024,
Mhm.
and in October 2024, I was here in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your case, Pranav, you were having experience, or?
No, I also did not have any experience, but what I did in my bachelor's was very relevant to what
Mhm.
I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So I didn't give my GRE scores as well. I didn't do anything basically. I had to just upload my bachelor transcript since it was very relevant to the course that I was about to do. I got a direct admission.
Mhm.
And the people who are coming in right now, I think they have a mandatory subject right now, which I don't have.
Oh, what
Maybe
is
you
the
can.
subject?
So if you're from a mechanical engineering background, the subject would be signal theory. It relates to electronics, digital signal processing, stuff like that. And if you're from an electrical background, it would be industrial engineering 1 and 2.
Okay. And Anuj, do you have any experience? So,
Yeah, I had 2 years of work experience in my mechanical field only, core field, and even I didn't give the GRE or any other competitive exams. In that case, I just had to upload all my documents, and that was it.
okay. So I think this university is quite easy to apply.
Okay.
So what about the diversity in your course? How many are internationals and how many are Germans?
I think because electromobility actually offers two courses, one in English and one in German. In the English course, I would say that it's mostly international students. You do see German students when you select like individual English subjects, and you might find some German colleagues or peers among you, but it's mostly international students.
Does university offer you a language course when you are coming here?
Yeah, so actually, I just did my A1 in India, so I needed some proficiency in German over here. So yeah, my course gives A1, A2, and like all of the German proficiencies. So I've applied for A1.2 over here and I'm
Okay.
studying.
Okay. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for your inputs, and I hope students would have understood how to apply. Any last thing you want to say for the students who are thinking about coming to Germany?
I would say learn German because maybe you might not require in day to day when you go out for to buy something. Maybe you might not require, but to get better opportunities in your future, you definitely require, especially in the automotive field. If you have a good German proficiency, then you would get into a better position, a better company, better pay salary maybe. So it depends.
Oh yeah, and I would say be ready to be uh, independent and self-sufficient. There are things in Germany that you have to do alone. Bureaucracy, German bureaucracy is famous for its difficulty, and yeah, so there are some things about your life that you have to manage. Especially for me because I came in directly after bachelor's. So yeah, there's a little, let's say, an adjusting period here in Germany that you might require.
Anything you want to add?
No, that's about it.
So, like something, if you want to do it differently while coming to while applying again to this university, what would you do?
Hmm. What would
What about
I
you?
The only thing different I'll be doing is I'll be learning more of German in India,
Okay.
like at least B1,
Mhm.
because it helps you get a lot of job opportunities and part-time opportunities
Mhm.
in Germany. So yeah, that's the only thing that I'll do
Okay.
differently.
Okay.
I mean, I did my B1 from India, so I'm currently doing my B2.2 here. But I would say um, try and apply for, try and give like different entrance exams like GRE and GATE, because I actually I passed the deadline for the application, and I had to actually send them the email for the GRE and GATE
Okay.
test scores, but they
Mhm.
accepted it. So yeah.
So they were lenient.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.